How you plan your busy weeks for health, how you set up your refrigerator for your success is so essential as an expert, as a professional. Welcome back to ravishingraw.com, Energy for Experts. And today I want to show you what else that you can add to your refrigerator that makes it so easy for you to just grab and assemble or grab and go and have healthy foods that elevate your energy, that sustain that important energy so you can be at your best in your business. And I already showed you how you can make 4 layered lunches for 4 days. So you can just take that and go. I showed you in a past video how to cut up your vegetables real quickly. Just store them in jars in the refrigerator. So you already have those vegetables ready to assemble into salads. And now what I want to add to that is a fermented food. And always, usually when people hear the word fermented, they're like, oh my god, sauerkraut or fermented foods, they don't seem that attractive. But let me tell you this, they up level the taste of your salads with such a great flavor. They're so rich in flavor, and they add that hearty touch to it. But what else do they add to your body? Which is more importantly, it's energy coming from alive enzymes, coming from probiotics. So taking care of your colon for more mental clarity in your day so you can focus and concentrate and be sharp. When you sharpen your fridge, you will sharpen your saw in your business. So let's see how I do this. And it's really easy, this one. And you know what? I have a very busy day today, and I cut up vegetables and I thought, okay, let me just do this the way that I do this in my busy days, so you can see that there's not much to it. If you want to know how you cut up your vegetables, go to the previous video that I made. And yeah, let's go ahead. So here you can see I cut up the white cabbage. I cut up the carrots. I just grated a little bit of ginger to that, and I added cabbage to the carrots because when you want to ferment, you need cabbage. Cabbage contains the lactobacillus, the bacteria that you need to start fermenting your food. And once you have that anywhere, so when you want to ferment carrots, which is lovely, lovely add to your salads, then simply add some cabbage and it will take care, it will bring out the lactobacillus and start multiplying it so you can ferment your food. Now, fermented foods are alive foods, but what's more important, they are pre-digested. So when you eat this later on, when you add that every day to your meals, you will optimize your whole digestive tract and get, when you are digesting at your best, you will gain so much energy that you can apply to your business. So let's go in with this. Simply cut up your cabbage, whatever vegetable it is that you like in there. And when you, let's say you have a head of cabbage, that will ask for about 3 tablespoons of salt. So we're just putting that in here. Next bowl. And this is something that you do in stages. So when we add the salt, like this, now we're gonna massage. And actually, this is something that you can easily do in between some activities that you're doing. Now and then, you need to take a small pause in your day just to stretch your legs, to stretch your arms, to stretch your back. And actually, this massaging is just so wonderful. Why are we massaging these veggies? Well, we want to break them down, and we're coating them with the salt. The salt will start the process of releasing the moist, that's the juices of the vegetables, and it's already starting. So you can see that they're starting to get they get that cooked look a little bit. That's because the fiber is breaking because of the salt and the massage. Now, you could just massage some of the carrots and use them like this in a salad. That works too. And it will be a whole different kind of experience when you chew on that. So this is breaking down. I can already feel that the juices are being released. And I don't know if I can show you this well. So see, it's already starting to release the juice. So this is good. And carrot has the pleasant property that it breaks down really quickly. So next bowl, this is the cabbage. That's a little bit a stronger kind of vegetable. You can also use red cabbage, which is just heavenly together as a sauerkraut, I mean. And once you make these fermented foods and you store them in your fridge, you will be so amazed of the new kind of flavor that it's adding. This is already starting to break down. So you see, this is real time. I'm doing this for you, and it doesn't take long at all. See, already starting to break down, releasing the juice. It's softening. And when you have your fermented fruit in your fridge, they stay well for months, really. And I always make a big batch so I have enough for the coming months. And the longer they are in your fridge, the better the taste gets. This is already well. So, of course, always wash your hands before you start. This one is starting to release its water, but it is really getting soft now. So this is where we are right now. And for now, what I'm going to do is just let it sit for an hour or 2 hours. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna cover these both up. And now I'm going back to work. I had a little pause. I have been massaging. I exercised my arms. I can feel them pulling here because it's some labor. And now I'm just going back to work. And when I come back down, it's ready to fill the jars. So I'm gonna put this video on pause and I see you in a minute. And we're back. I have been away for a few hours. I have five minutes to end this video and to finish my sauerkraut. So what do you need to put them into? A very clean jar, and what I usually do, I cook some water, I pour the boiling water in the jar, I swish it around, and then I just pour it out, and then it's really sterilized. So it's so important to be very hygienic when you are working with fermented foods, because you will be multiplying bacteria, and you only want to multiply the good bacteria from the lactobacillus. So let's have a look here how our sauerkraut is coming together. So if you remember well, I covered this up with a towel. So let's have a look. Yeah, it has been breaking down, more fluid has come out there. So what I'll do next is give it another massage. And same here, it looks really good. Yeah, there's that juice. Oh, and the smell is really getting there. I love it. So for the cabbage, I think I only need a small jar, like this size. And we're going to give this, oh, it's so soft, another quick massage, but it really broke down very, very nicely. Of course, you washed your hands first very well, and then what you do is simply, I have to do it like this, put in a layer, and then you make a fist of your hand and you are pushing this down very, very firmly. I'm gonna put some speed in it because I don't have much time. I'm working on a slide presentation for my lecture next week, so I want to be effective with my time, not squander too much time now, but I do want some more variation. All my sauerkraut has gone, and I know that when I have these two bottles, these two jars with sauerkraut in my fridge in a week, I am really set up for perfect digestion. So just clear that out, and I'm gonna pour the rest in here. And it's very important to push it down very, very firmly so all the air has been taken out, because when you leave air, oxygen in there, that is when the bacteria can multiply, the bad bacteria that are in the air, and that will give a mold. So this is our first jar. I'm gonna close it up in a minute. Second jar, we need a bigger one for this, and a light massage. This feels good. It's totally broken down, so we can really put it in there. And again, same principle, put in one hand and then simply push it down very firmly. This isn't practical. Voila. You see, I'm just doing this in between my work, taking a pause, a short pause, and that's how you can get it together when you think you don't have time. This is quite relaxing actually, and you can get some strength into that. It's a little bit of an exercise, you could say. Oops. I always find it very relaxing to work with some food. And this is a very welcome pause because I've been sitting for several hours. I think it has been 3 hours that I was gone. Because I was so concentrated in finishing this. It's my goal to finish this project today, and that's why I want to be so practical about planning my food, and I know that my food sets me up for my success, so that's why I plan my health, and that's what you can do as well. I'm going to put that in. Next, first, and this. So now we have 2 jars here. How are we closing them up? First, you have to see to it that the water content is covering the amount of vegetables in there, and this one needs a little bit more water, so I'm quickly running off. That's it. So you see it's covered now by water, and that will prevent that the oxygen will get to the vegetables during the fermentation process. The other thing I forgot to take off more than, but I can do it like this. This is the outer leaf of the cabbage, and actually it's perfect to do this because I want to push this down with the leaf like this, and this is how I know that the cabbage and the carrot will stay under. And then I cleaned a rock. I always have rocks in my house, so that will keep it under. I cleaned it with hot water too. Voila. And then the next one, Yeah, it will be just enough. And pushing it down. And here's another clean rock to keep that down. And I'm taking out the little things from the side because they will mold if you leave them there. Voila. And that's it. So these are the jars that are going into a cupboard now at room temperature, and you will leave them there for 7 days, and after 7 days it's ready. And then what you can do, because a lot of pressure will be built up in these jars every day, you can loosen the lid, and you every time you will hear come out, and then the pressure is out. You close it up again and you enjoy the fermentation process. And after 7 days, when you take it out, you will just take the leaf out, take the stone out, transfer it to a clean, a very sterile bottle again, a jar, and just with juice and everything, but take a clean jar, and then you put it in your fridge. And as soon as it's in your fridge, you stop the fermentation process. As long as it is in room temperature, it will take the time and the warmth of the air to ferment, and when you put it cold and cooled and chill, it will stop the fermentation. And then you can enjoy your portion of fermented food every day with your salads. Enjoy.